Hello there, it's me again. We had a wonderful first Christmas and New Year in Keith, and I hope you are coping well during this level 4 lockdown period. The previous time I briefly spoke about coping with hardships and losses, and today I wish to shift the focus on how God can use ordinary people like yourself to assist other people who has one or other need. In these hard times, while the pandemic is rife, the church, God's people, has the perfect opportunity to showcase God's character to the world. While you read the Gospel of St. Luke chapter 10, verse 25 to 37, I'll have a coffee break and you can have a cuppa as well while reflecting on today's passage. Hit the pause button now and I'll talk to you shortly when you press play again. Welcome back. As you could see, the Lord Jesus told the story or parable of the Good Samaritan in reply to the question, "Who is my neighbor?" And from this story, we can learn that everyone who crosses our ways is our neighbor. But surprisingly, the Levite and the priest, the so-called religious people with the desired credentials, opted to ignore the man in distress. It is a Samaritan of all people who came to the wounded man's rescue. And you see, the Jews despised the Samaritans because they were regarded as of mixed race, and they were blamed for not worshipping God properly. So this is the thing. It doesn't matter to God who you are and what credentials you might hold, whether, for instance, you hold a doctorate university degree, can speak in tongues, going to the correct church group, quote Bible verses from your head, or whatever claim to fame you might have. You are not too good to help someone, and you are not too bad to be of service to someone. What matters to God is your attitude and your actions. The Lord Jesus Christ himself said in Luke chapter 6 verse 43 and 44, "No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bears good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit." Only if you are tuned into God and He into you, that you will be able to have the God-desired intentions and actions. So the second aspect I would like to highlight from Jesus' story is the fact that the Good Samaritan did not only attend to the hurt man, but he did so appropriately. It is one thing engaging with needful people, but another how it is done. The Good Samaritan saw the man's wounds and treated them accordingly. No speech about the dangers of being on the roads, taking proper precautions when on the open road, doing other stuff first or whatever. The injured man's immediate needs were wound care and accommodation, and that's exactly what the Good Samaritan was providing him with. This reminds me of Jesus' words in Luke chapter 11, verse 11 and 12, where he says, "Which of you fathers, if your son asks for a fish, will give him a snake, or if he asks for an egg, will give him a scorpion?" It is sometimes not that obvious what people's needs are, and will therefore require from us to listen to them and assess their situation to find out how we can engage with them meaningfully. Sometimes they themselves don't know what their needs are, and that will require that we walk with them, providing them with guidance or with their permission to get help. May God inspire you and guide you on your journey with other people on the road. And take care of yourself and your neighbors. See you later.